Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. As you can see, I have on my screen here Alex Jones. Now, I talked about this story on the podcast this week, and it will be releasing actually tomorrow on my Fireside Chat channel, Owen's Fireside Chat. So if you want to see like a deep dive into what's going on with this, then check that out. But for now, I want to just introduce you to what's happening with Alex Jones, and then I want to listen to his more coherent, level-headed reaction to what's happening the next day, basically. So let's give this a listen. We'll start out right here with Alex Jones crying. If you don't know what's going on with this, just give this a look. Leading up to it, Alex Jones was sued by Sandy Hook families, and they won. And there was a $1.5 billion judgment against him total. Anyway, listen to this.
When I know I leave tonight, they're going to shut us down. Maybe it's tomorrow, the next day. I just want people to know I love you. I believe in you. I believe in humanity. I believe in my grandparents. I believe in my parents. I believe in humanity. I just want to fucking stop these people. They got to be stopped. We got to stop them.
All right, so he's crying right now because he was sued and lost after he defamed the Sandy Hook families, claimed they were crisis actors, said that nobody really died that day, said that it was all a deep state plot to take your guns. And Infowars, I don't know if Jones did specifically, but Infowars doxed their information. And they had nutcases running around following them from place to place. They move, and then the nutcases show up again. I think this happened in 2013, so over 10 years ago. This has been going on this whole time. So I'm sorry, man. My sympathy for Jones is a little bit limited. I don't like to see anybody cry. I'm sorry that he's feeling this way, really. But, yeah. My sympathy is limited on this. It's like they say, I don't wish death on anybody, ever. But if I read the obituary, I'm not going to cry about it. I don't believe in anyone's death, and I don't want Alex Jones dead or anything. I just want him to come to his senses. Like, my God, bro.
We gotta stop him. So, at the end of the day, we're gonna beat these people.
I wondered if this is real. I think it is. I mean, his crying. I think his crying is real.
I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. And these people hate our children.
I don't hate anyone's children.
Just take more calls. Go ahead, do the next person. Because we can't give up now. We have to keep going. We have to stay here. We have to let them shut us down. We have to stand all the way to the end.
We have to let them shut us down.
We're going to win.
Jones, I think everybody needs a war cry, man. Can you muster a war cry?
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
My voice will completely go into this, but it's fine.
I'm sorry, what was that he just said? One more time?
My voice will completely go into this, but it's fine.
Is he speaking in tongues?
It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack.
All right, let's go to one more speaker. Let's go to Myron. Myron, what is on your mind?
It's really sad that he is such a train wreck. But yeah, I don't know. He kind of deserves it here. And I'm really liking the lamb chop look he's got going on here. He looks like Ambrose Burnside, the person who coined the name Sideburns. Really digging it. Wait, let's see. Let me just look up Ambrose Burnside so you guys have an idea of what he looked like. Wicked sideburns on this guy. Probably the best sideburns in human history. I mean, I know, tall claim, but I'm going there. Okay, I didn't want it zoomed in that much. Yeah, there you go. Look at those bad boys. Man, I wish I could grow something like that. Anyway, yeah, Jones has some, Ambrose Burnside energy going on here. But I want to listen to his reaction the next day, because was he drunk that night? It seemed like maybe he was. I don't know. but he reacted to the whole thing. Now, just to catch you up on what's happening with it, he lost the court battle in Connecticut and owes $1 billion. And the parents are trying to get their money. It's really to reimburse them for the private security they had to hire and the moving costs they had to put down as a result of his stupid decisions, as a result of his absolute bottom of the barrel, disgusting behavior. So the next day he comes out here, or a couple days later, comes out here with an explanation for why he feels this way. I don't think Infowars is going to be shut down anytime soon. But I wanted to give this a listen. Check this clip out. By the way, while we listen to all of these, we're going to play some Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom. Should just be in the background if you never played before. Won't bother you too much. Alex was steaming mad at the survivors, SMH. Yeah, it was disgusting. Absolutely grotesque what this dude did to people. Wow. I just, I don't know what else to say about this. I feel bad for him, but I really shouldn't, right? And listen to this clip.
We have to stay here. We have to let them shut us down. We have to stand all the way to the end, and we're going to win.
Oh, no. This is the wrong clip. Sorry. I already had that one open. Well, shoot, I don't think I can play the other I have here because it's so profanity laden. But that's okay. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's another. Check this out.
Well, they can shut us down, but they won't defeat us. That's it. They can shut.
That's Owen Schroyer. He's another Infowars host, and he contributed to this. I can't believe that he wasn't sued. But he was part of the lawsuit. I think just as a witness, maybe. I'm not even sure. He did show up to court.
Us down, but they won't defeat us. They can try to take our voices, but they will not take our souls. They will not take our spirits.
Was somebody trying to do that?
And I don't even believe they will take our voices. I don't even believe. I mean, they can.
Well, they're dumb enough to come in my office and get me to try to engage in crimes, and I record them.
I mean, this is an
Like,
epic.
What the hell is he even talking about?
Like they're upset right now in our release today. Get ready for the next release.
This is an epic studio. This is an epic building. This is an epic crew. Everything here is epic. But you know what? Okay. If you want to make a start from scratch, then a man you will be. Then a man you will be. This was
What?
built from scratch. It can be built again if that's the route we have to take.
Well, see, that's the thing. I thought about that too. He could just rebuild, right? He could stream from his phone if he wanted. Except that they are confiscating all of his equipment too. Not just like the company, but everything that he has, all of the properties. They're confiscating it to make the families whole, which, I'm all for, honestly. I think that they should probably leave him a way to make money so that the families they'll be made whole entirely. But I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much.
But this is not the end of free speech. This is not the end of Americans standing up. This is not the crushing of the American spirit they want it to be. This might be a symbol.
Seems like it's kind of crushing the spirit, right? I mean, we just listened to the dude cry.
But just like with the symbol of 34 counts guilty for Trump, and then the people realizing how corrupt things are, if they do come here, the symbol of Infowars doors being padlocked and this studio being dark will be the wake-up call.
That did not happen. Just to add a little more context to this, the judge in the case gave Alex Jones till June 14th, basically, and they're looking into whether they're going to shut the doors or what. If they're going to confiscate everything or just some of it. That's something the judge is going to decide, I believe. So anyway, June 14th is the date to look forward to. And Alex Jones knew that at the time, but he said he was walking out of the studio or something. Yeah, I think it was at the end of the day on Friday. He's walking out of the studio, and the security guards in the area for like the complex looked at him. He felt like they were staring at him. And he took that as a hint that the FBI is there, even though it's not the FBI that would be seizing anything, that the FBI is going to put locks on everything and then liquidate it all. Like, the government might liquidate it like that, might put locks on it, but it's not going to be the FBI, I can't imagine. It's a state-level, like, judgment.
I think many Americans have.
Well, and then they're too dumb to, like, think we won't fight back.
I'm not going to shut up.
Oh, yeah, anyway, so Alex Jones doesn't, like, they're going to lock the doors, but where's he going to stream to? He's been kicked off of YouTube and Twitter and everything from here to Texas. You know what? I guess Rumble. He has Rumble.
How about that? I mean, I'm not going to shut up.
But it is like dying, because I can barely the last 2 days keep this open. You saw what happened behind the scenes. Like, I'm literally here like, I got to go sleep here, because I can't, even though I know we'll come back bigger, I can't play along with the lie that, we'll just be bigger when it comes back. This place means so much to me. And I just hope viewers take everything we said today and clip it and put it out. I hope people make a big deal about it, because this is epic. This is the assault on your speech.
No, it's not. In fact, it's not an assault on anybody's speech. You were never allowed to defame somebody maliciously and intentionally. And that's what he did. So here we sit, watching the consequences of Alex Jones' actions. Again, sympathy is limited here.
You believe.
Your rodeo, Jones.
I know it's my rodeo. I'm just saying I could go for 50 fucking hours. I don't want to get.
Oh my God, please. I don't want to have to, like, do a whole bunch of censoring later.
Bob, I don't want to stop. And so I know that it's like we're shooting, like you said, the Alamo, we're the fucking parapets, the Alamo.
Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have a lot of censoring. Sorry, guys.
I don't know what to say. It's like, it's so insane. And when the public gets it, when we're off the air, like, it would have been off the air if I didn't physically come and say no. They go, you're threatening us. I'm like, I'm threatening you. You don't even have a fucking judge's order. Stop. Don't.
They don't have a judge's order. Really? You think that they won't have a judge's order to put a lock on? Well, guess what? If they put a lock on without a judge's order, you could just take the lock off. Simple as that. Get a locksmith. You still own the property. You still control everything. He knows that whoever is on their way to lock the doors, if anybody's going to lock the doors, he knows that it's legally in the clear, that they do have a judge's order and everything else. He knows that.
Shut the company down. And, I had to physically, literally come and tell people this is a lie. And so we're so close to this right now. I mean, I don't know what to say. We'll probably never come back here, folks. Never will be back in this building. Never be back here. This is like they're watching. The scum is watching right now. And
they were not. He said that he saw that look from the security guards, which may have just been in his head. I don't know. But after he saw that look from them, he walked back into the studio and stayed the night there and started freaking out. Look, even if it's not true, even if it was completely innocuous, I get that feeling of fear. I understand the feeling of fear that some terrible thing is going to happen imminently. So I feel for him, but again, sympathy is limited here.
Scum, it's all going to be released on you. You will fucking pay for what you've done. But the sad thing is, I don't care about the scum. They're like pieces of shit.
Okay.
I don't even want to stomp them to death, but they politically demand I do this. So
I don't want to stomp them to death, but they politically demand I do it. What?
I'm just here at the fucking end of 30 years of this operation, this whole crew, everything we're doing, and I see these idiots who don't even understand what's about to happen. I just have.
You know what's funny? The Sandy Hook families said the same thing. I'm just living my life, and then these idiots come along and start spreading my information around after my kid died in a terrible attack. This dude is shameless.
trouble turning loose. I'm gonna be honest about it.
Yeah, so I guess that's the end of that clip. Anyway, just shameless, man. So let's listen to what he had to say in his most recent clip here. I think it's like 17 minutes long. We're just going to go 19 minutes, start to finish. Hey, I'm having a horrible anxiety attack all day. Need help feeling better. Okay, maybe I can help distract you. Good luck feeling better. Anyway, let's listen to Alex Jones. Oh, yeah, and thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. All right, let's listen to Jones here. This is June 4th, and it's 10 days before the judgment on him is decided, like by the judge, whether they're going to close the doors.
Here's just a few of the headlines saying they want me shut down in 11 days. They want me shut down.
Who is they?
They don't want money. Say it again. They want me shut down.
Dude, I'm not even sure who they is in this scenario. And if you had money, they'd have no place to shut you down. That's the thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had the FBI and the CIA and the deep state trying to shut us down for years. It's come out in Congress.
Oh my God, dude. Really? The CIA and the FBI have been trying to shut you down for years? He is such a paranoid, like, I don't know. Is he a paranoid schizophrenic, or how did he get here? I don't know how he ended up where he is. Like, mentally, this is crazy. Even in the heat of the moment when everything, all the pressure is on him and he has to think logically, he still falls apart and says absolutely crazy stuff.
It's been testified in court. Undercover groups have caught FBI, CIA on video admitting it. They are trying to take us down.
Undercover groups caught the FBI admitting that they're coming after you and clandestinely trying to shut you down? Really? I mean, is there any evidence? Do you have anything?
And in all this lawfare the Democratic Party has run, they've been on record saying they want to shut us down. But we've been so strong and stayed on air so long that when we are facing our final battle and the system is trying to close the doors here, some people are like, whoa, is this really happening? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is all happening. Here are 3 articles, AP, Reuters, CBS News.
Judge rejects call to immediately shut down Alex Jones' Infowars bankruptcy dispute. Right, so that's technically true, but he's misrepresenting the situation. What happened was the judge rejected the call to immediately do it. Didn't say that the judge is going to shut Infowars down. They just delayed it until a decision is made.
Actually, I got 4 articles here. Bloomberg, they're all right here with the headlines.
Well, hold on. It says, Sandy Hook families ask bankruptcy judge to liquidate Alex Jones Media Company. Right, because he went into bankruptcy, even though he's got hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm very confident of that, based on a number of different estimators that I've listened to. About at least $100 million, maybe $200 million. Gigantic studio, has multiple hosts, has a full-fledged video platform, just like YouTube. It can insert mid-roll ads and everything. Nobody would advertise with him, so he created his own advertising company and sells diet pills and, like, just snake oil. Selling snake oil, supplements and stuff that do absolutely nothing for anybody. So I think that he put some of this stuff in his parents' name to try to duck the bankruptcy thing that he's dealing with right now. But the judge saw right through it. That's usually how it works. Like, you try to get away with something when you're dealing with courts. They see right through it and they come after you. And you know what? If they think that you are moving properties to your dad's name to prevent them from being seized, they'll seize them. And if they seize an innocent man's property by mistake, oh well, it's theirs now. Oops. That's generally the approach that the court takes. I'm not really a huge fan of that, but whatever. Anyway, keep listening here.
with the headline, Sandy Hook families ask for Alex Jones Media Company's liquidation on the 14th. Coming up in 11 days. Alex Jones Infowars parent must liquidate. Creditors say.
Creditors say. Creditors. They're calling for the liquidation. This is everybody saying that he should liquidate, not that the judge ordered his company to be liquidated. See how he's twisting this around just a little bit to be just a hair different than it actually is in reality.
Sandy Hook families ask bankruptcy judge to liquidate Alex Jones Media Company, CBS News. AP, judge rejects call to immediately shut down Alex Jones, Infowars, in bankruptcy dispute. That is the Associated Press. And I knew when I
mean, he's just misrepresenting it.
Announced this Friday, immediately there were all these big so-called conservative accounts that said, this is fake, it's a publicity stunt. Jones
Who said that? No, nobody would say that. I'm not doubting that it's real.
Is lying, this isn't real. I was about to go home Friday afternoon, and they called the security, the CRO, and said, close the doors at 9 p.m. tonight after Alex leaves.
He has no way of knowing that. I don't even know what he's talking about right now. Nobody said close the doors and lock it after Alex leaves. If they wanted to take the property, they'd take the property. They would bring a sheriff down there and put Alex Jones in handcuffs if that's what it took. Oh my God, dude. I can't believe I just did that. That was terrible. They just put him in handcuffs, walk him out the front door, and put a lock on it. They don't have to, do this sneaky stuff of working with guards to figure out when he's not going to be there and stuff.
And then I checked the law, and I talked to my lawyers. They go, no, you're the sole member. The CRO can go to the court and try to override you, but he can't unilaterally close the place. So
I'm not sure what a CRO is.
I came here and physically slept here. The security firm aren't bad people. They're being told stuff that isn't true. I hired this great company 6-7 years ago, but I had to get a little confrontational. I feel.
Oh, okay. So it's a company that he hired, not the studio's security?
To get a little confrontational. I feel sorry for them because they didn't know what to do. So then I made the decision to come on Saturday because this was happening. And I said, I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm going to expose what has gone on in the past year with this bankruptcy. It's not the judge, but it's what's gone on with the different groups and organizations and court-appointed people.
He's just a liar. You can't trust a word out of his mouth. I agree with him that, his studio will likely be shut down, or that's where it's headed right now. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen, unless something changes. If it stays on this course, his studio is going to be shut down. But he's lying. He's twisting it around. Why does he do this? Why can't he just be truthful and honest and accurately represent the situation? And why is it that his listeners don't see straight through this ploy that he pulls every single time? I wish they'd... How is it that people don't recognize what he's doing and then apply it to every other situation? You know what? He's very clearly misrepresenting this situation. Maybe he did the same with Sandy Hook. That never knocks around in there, apparently.
So then the disinformation...
Oh, yeah, and one more thing. You know what's really disturbing about Alex Jones? The fact that he's just a normal Republican now. He's just a normal Republican. His views are no different than any other Republicans any MAGA person out there. And there are worse people than Alex Jones, like Stu Peters, for example. Objectively worse in every way. How do we get here?
Then the disinfo starts running, no, he's still open. It didn't happen. The button's been pushed after Trump was convicted last Thursday. It started the next day to go ahead and get me. This is a soft coup. This is a takeover. I'm not.
A soft coup? What are you talking about? Getting you pulled off the air for doxing innocent families? And, well, he's not even pulling him off the air. Getting him to liquidate his assets to pay back the families that he defamed is a soft coup against the U.S. government? Okay.
Exactly sure all the groups involved or how they're doing it or any of it, but I know Trump gets convicted. all of a sudden people get called and told to shut down when the judge was clear. I'm not going to cite anything to the 14th. There were claims we were out of money and we had to close the doors. None of that was true. So
Wait, he filed bankruptcy. What do you mean none of that was true? He said that, not us. He said, I don't have a dime. I'm broke. Said the company's failing. Who should I believe, Alex or Alex?
I'm just like, whoa, this isn't right. This is going down. So my dad, who ran the supplement company, who has a stake in Infowars.
Yeah, he tried to transfer assets to his dad's name, I think.
I'm talking to him over the weekend, and he's saying, yeah, they're probably going to file for liquidation, and we're going to file in there to countercharge that, because once they file for liquidation, you can't file to keep it out. You just file, we have our own, which could then be used to keep us open. And so I got off the air.
Okay, correct so far, I think.
Like 3 o'clock. I couldn't sleep last night, so I took a 2-hour nap. I wake up, and the first articles that came out were Alex Jones's dad's company wants to shut down Infowars. And I went, what? So I called my dad.
Don't you love it how he's not showing any of those articles? He showed the Associated Press articles and misrepresented them, of course. But he's not showing us these other articles. He had print-offs of everything, didn't he? Why didn't he print that off?
Talk to his people. They go, no, did you not read the filing? We emailed it to you hours ago. They filed this morning to shut you down on the 14th. We have to have standing. We went in to block this. But the only way you block it is saying, no, we're creditors. We're in front of you. So at first that went out with the right-wing groups, the left controls to act like I was doing it, but the left couldn't control themselves. And it's in the federal filing. I've read for 2 hours now to make sure this is all right. AP, Reuters. I mean, this is in thousands of publications. You type in Alex Jones now, it's just literally hundreds of articles that are getting syndicated everywhere. AP's in thousands of places, just this article. So, yeah.
Sure, yes, everybody is aware that Alex Jones is being talked about right now, okay.
And that's what's crazy is I don't want to prove to you this is happening by us closing.
Then why is he doing this?
Fighting to keep it open. I'm doing everything I can to keep it open. I'm about to leave at 4:30 on Friday to go home early and hang out with my family. And I learned they're going to shut it down at 9 p.m. I wasn't supposed to.
He didn't learn that. He saw the guards giving him a weird look. That's it. And were they even giving him a weird look? Who knows?
Even know that. And then I call up and say, that's not the law. You can't do that. This whole fracas starts.
Well, who did he call?
And then I'm sitting back, and this is a fog of war, because they know it's going to blow up in their face trying to shut me down. So they then try to act like when they file to shut it down, and then we file to say, oh, well, if you're going to shut it down and take it over, we're going to file and shut it down. You understand? We're contending within that legal strategy. And I'm not going to.
What are you even talking about? What legal strategy? He didn't outline a legal strategy just now.
Try to even get into bankruptcy law. I've been doing this for 2 years. I know more than probably a lot of the lawyers do, but that's what's happening. But they couldn't help themselves, so they have this conflicting stuff. Jones wants to shut his own company down through his dad. No, my dad has his own company. That's not me. My dad's not going, no, you're filed a deal to shut us down. We're coming in and claiming we are in control of it to keep it going. And let's be honest, it's like the Alamo or Thermopylae. We're not going to hold this off.
What an awesome name, Thermopylae. I love it. Even better, Thermopolian.
I mean, maybe God comes through. Maybe we do. So here's my prediction. The judge, not a prediction, he already said. He said it today again in the hearing, emergency hearing. He said, I'm giving it back to Alex Jones. The plaintiffs have not dealt in good faith. They're not settling for what's reasonable. They made.
Okay, yeah, I don't believe a word out of his mouth here. I've listened to him misrepresent everybody in the case all along the way, even the judge. He misrepresented the judge. He said the judge is instructing people to call him a liar and all kinds of crazy shit. This whole thing is just like made up.
All this stuff up. I will give it back to Alex Jones the 14th. You're like, oh, that's great. No.
Wait, I'm sorry. Step back and listen to this again. So he says the judge planned on giving him the studio back on the 14th?
Settling for what's reasonable. They made all this stuff up. I will give it back to Alex Jones the 14th. You're like, oh, that's great. No. It goes to Warwick Gamble and Travis County. And within a couple days, that's a Friday, within Wednesday, Thursday, emergency order, they're going to shut it down. And people, when I told them this last week, my own family and crew, they're like, oh, no, they want money. No, they don't. They sit on the courthouse steps in Texas, Connecticut. They want to shut us down. So now.
Yeah, I don't know who they is or what he's talking about here. Who said they want to shut you down, Alex?
They've officially said, we are coming in to close the doors as soon as we can. So
what's he holding up here? Who said that? That they're coming in to close the doors as soon as they can? I can't even read this, but I'm sorry, man. I have hard doubt on this.
The Connecticut lawyers and plaintiffs, and that's the main, not the plaintiffs themselves, but the group behind it, the FBI head in Connecticut, when he was the head then, admitted he went.
Bro, the FBI is a federal agency. Connecticut would be the one controlling the liquidation because it was a Connecticut state-level case that he lost. I don't know why he's saying the FBI. He just wants to make everybody think that, like, the FBI is out to get him, as they have always been in his head.
And created this and got the families and went to the law firms, created this whole thing. 99% what they said I didn't do. This was all a thing to get Alex Jones. This is 5 years ago. They want federal court.
Again, who is they?
Because Texas is a separate group that sued, and they actually do want a settlement, or at least they say they do. And so they're...
Okay, regarding the Texas case, he was sued in Texas also by families of Sandy Hook, I think. I don't remember who sued him exactly there, but he was supposed to show up to court in Texas. It's just a civil case. Like, he's going to lose a bunch of money. He's going to have to pay out money if he doesn't show up. Well, he didn't show up. He just didn't come to court. And what happens when you don't go to court is the judgment defaults to the other person. The other person automatically wins. And that's exactly how it went. The other person won, and he has to pay money. I guess he could probably appeal it and then get, like, a full-blown case going again if he wanted. I imagine. I'm not sure. But I guess the families or whoever is trying to settle with him on that one because they just want to be done with it. But Connecticut, they didn't have to settle. Everything went through and they got the judgment on their side. Although I guess they can probably settle to get money now rather than having to wait longer to get it. Now that the judgment has been that they deserve the money from him, they can decide how much they're willing to take if it gets it to him sooner. Yes.
Trying to come in, and they're with Gamble, and they put her into office. So it's Connecticut and Texas fighting over the corpse of Infowars right now. And remember what the head lawyer for the Democrats said in Texas? He said, we're going to take over Infowars and divide the corpse.
Who said that?
We're going to take...
Wait. A lawyer for who?
Over the corpse of Infowars right now. And remember what the head lawyer for the Democrats said in Texas? He said...
The head lawyer for Democrats said this? I didn't hear anything about that.
We're going to take over Infowars and divide the corpse. Okay? So that's why this is happening. And so I don't even pay attention to these hearings because I can't deal with it. I cover news. I'm not going to be distracted from my main mission. So I take a nap, I get up, and I'm like, everybody's calling me. What is this? We're shutting it down. Because that was a first Bloomberg spin. But then Bloomberg came back and was like, no, actually, the plaintiffs filed to shut it down. And Alex Jones' dad filed to try to take that from them. So it's like a tug of war. The only move left would be my dad, who does have real claims because they haven't paid him money he's owed. And the judge has admitted that is coming in. So.
Yeah, so his dad would have a right to claim part of it. So it might be liquidated, mostly, but the dad would get a lot of the money from it, and then Alex would just rebuild it, or he would use that money to live off of, or whatever, get a loan from his dad. The problem is the courts might determine that this was a ploy to protect some of his assets from judgment. And if they decide that, then they're taking the dad's money anyway. It doesn't matter.
Maybe he holds them up a few months. Maybe it stays in federal court. Maybe it goes to state court. I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about. It's in federal court. I haven't heard that.
But all these people going, Jones is doing a publicity stunt. Do you understand that this is all in federal filings? This is all 100% on record. I'm not a lawyer.
In federal filings. These are all state level, civil actions. They're not even criminal actions.
Before I shot this video, I spent 2 hours talking to people and reading it all just to get it straight for you. So anything else you see is horse crap. And I don't know what is going to come out of this, but I want to make one thing 100% clear.
When you hear Alex Jones say, I'm the only one with the truth, and anything else you hear is a lie, be skeptical.
I love Infowars. I love our crew. I like my own life. I love this place. I want to keep it going. Even though Austin's kind of communist now, I've been here most of my life. Born in Texas. I don't want to leave. The jurisdiction's overrun and controlled. But let's move on from Alex Jones. I was talking to one of the guys that works here, really smart guy, a good friend of mine. He doesn't want to be named. And I said, we're talking about the trifecta of what's happening. They want to trigger a war, a new pandemic, and racial conflict that is the cover for a civil war they're going to trigger, that the globalists are going to push. That's pre-programmed, it's clear. And I went, this is the quattro, actually. Because
the quattro, what?
He added the point, and they want an economic collapse. And there's no doubt all that is on the table. So forget the trifecta.
Wait, so Alex Jones, is he saying that the start of the economic collapse in the U.S. is him losing his properties? Yeah, I think he had to sell his ranch recently, too. He had to liquidate that.
This is the quattro. New bird flu, going after the food supply, racial conflict, manipulated George Floyd 1,000 times worse, white
racial conflict.
supremacist goes in and attacks black church. You can see it all pre-programmed. I would just say that's an example of what they might do. Don't do that. We want peace with everybody. So,
right, totally. We want peace. I mean, I do, but does Alex Jones want peace with everybody? I mean, the dude lied and propagandized about people. He does it constantly and puts their names out there and their addresses and everything. Doesn't seem very peaceful to me.
New pandemic, racial conflict to be the trigger for civil war, and then you've got an economic collapse, and the big one, the war. With Europe saying we're going to send heavy weapons to Ukraine and we're going to bomb Russia, we're going to blow Moscow up.
Wait, Europe said they're going to blow up Moscow. When did this happen? I don't remember this. He's just completely full of shit constantly. It's like he can't tell the truth about anything. Why is he like this? How did he get like this? He filed bankruptcy after the case was decided in order to get out of paying the judgment. Yeah, I remember that whole situation. I guess it didn't work. Like I said, the courts see through any ploy people try to enact. And if it really wasn't a ploy, they're taking your money anyway. They're taking your dad's money and your uncle's money and your everybody's money.
Giant bombs that start raining down on Russian cities. I mean, this is Twilight Zone shit. So people say, how are you handling this? How is it for you? I'm not even, on a scale of 1 to 10, my problems are a 0.2.
Didn't seem like that the other night when he was crying his eyes out on stream.
I mean, nuclear war is a 10. This is total cuckoo crazy land. Are they trying to put Trump in jail? Yes. Are they trying to put me in jail? Have they tried? Yes. Are they trying to...
Again, this is weasel words. Weasel words. It's a term that refers to a statement that's made about some ambiguous group. They are coming after me, for example. Who is they? Specify what you're talking about. You can't just say they. The word they is used as a modifier, or not a modifier. Word they is used as an identifier, I guess, after a group has already been identified. You can't say they until after the person's identified who they is. But these people just use it anyway.
Shutdown, yes. And the gaslighting, because they know they don't control conservatives with liberal bullshit anymore.
You catching the word they again?
But they are paying, just like Pfizer did, billions to low-level influencers to go out. Because I saw it instantly Friday when I said, hey, we may be shut down. This is happening. Instantly, these trusted conservatives all over. But you can see the pattern that no one knows who they are. And they kind of are milquetoast. Oh, no, Jones is being shut down. This is all made up.
Look, people can't just have an opinion on a subject. Would he view me as one of those people who's taking billions of dollars from big pharma, like, or whoever, big tech? I don't know. It's just like conspiracy land all the way down with this guy.
Right, there's no nuclear war, there's no open borders, there's no crisis, there's no inflation, there's no plan to shut anything down. None of this is happening. No, it is happening.
I don't know what he's talking about. Inflation has been going on, but it's getting better right now. Like what?
There's no plan to shut anything down. None of this is happening. No, it is happening. So the 14th, the judge has said, and the Sandy Hook families have now officially said, what I told you, they said on the courthouse steps in Connecticut, Texas, we don't want money, we want to shut him down. Shut him down.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about here, but I would totally understand if the Sandy Hook families or whoever, whatever families he's hurt, want to shut Infowars down after what he did. Seriously, he named them and talked about them and put their information out there and demonized them for years to a point that they had to move multiple times. That was his doing. I totally get the desire to shut him down after that. But, they can't just shut him down. They can get money out of him, and if he doesn't have enough money, oh God, I'm going to die. Okay, I'm good. If he doesn't have enough money to pay the bill, then his studio gets taken, but he's never going to be shut down. There's Rumble, and he has a phone. He will always have a phone with a camera. And if that's the case, he will always be able to stream.
Take his platform away. Remember those quotes? And now, here's just a few of the headlines saying they want me shut down in 11 days.
I don't know who they is.
They want me shut down. They don't want money. Say it again. They want me shut down. That's the bigger question. The judge said a week and a half ago, I'm going to give the company back to Alex Jones. You guys have been in bad faith. You have not settled with him when he was reasonably trying to give you 90% of any extra money he made. He's never made as much money as they said, even if we're near it. Because I believe in free speech.
Oh my God. He does make a ton of money, like an obscene amount of money. He has made a lot of money for like decades now. A grotesque amount. And look, I don't have a problem with him making a lot of money. That's fine. But he wronged somebody, and they need to be made whole. So I don't want to hear any complaining from him.
I could bite the bullet, ignore that, because exposing World War III and the next poison shots, that's more important.
World War III and the next poison shots, okay?
And my crew would be taken care of. And so all hell broke loose, and suddenly they're going to close the building. And then when that didn't work, the families file people to control them and say, we want to be shut down right now.
What is he talking about right now? Nobody was trying to shut the building down. He saw a weird look from somebody and thought that meant they were coming for him. I knew that this guy didn't have a firm grip on reality. I've known that for many years. But this is like a fascinating glimpse into his mindset.
So I don't sit there and go, God, my company's getting shut down. I'm poor me. I go, God, they just convicted Trump in a kangaroo court. They're starting World War III, and they're so desperate they're doing this. Oh, my God, we're about to have a nuclear war.
Again, I don't know who they is.
Something big's coming. So let's move on from Alex Jones here. And all the little people that got paid to say it was a lie, when we get shut down in 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is, you'll hope everybody moves on. No, we'll remember the accounts, the big ones, that did this and lied. On my children, this is happening. You can read it in the filing. You can see them saying, shut it down. So
he's not holding up a filing. This is a news article, isn't it? What's he even going on about right now? Anyone who says, believe me, I am right, or words to that effect, I already take it with a pinch of salt. Oh, 100%, yeah. I never say, believe me. I say, go look it up yourself, always. Like, I'm not the ultimate authority on anything. I'm wrong all the time. I try not to be, and I correct myself if I am. But people should be looking elsewhere for information also, not just from me. Jones wants you to only get information from him. Does that sound familiar? Sounds a little bit like his best buddy, Donald Trump. No, I don't think they like each other, but it sounds like Trump. Oop.
We have forced them out in the open. Now, yes, they want Infowars off the air, so take...
You'd think if he forced them out in the open, then we would know who they is exactly, but still kind of at a loss here.
The articles, take the videos, take the reports, take the things we've done, promote them more now than you've ever done. Because they're scared of what we're doing. I just interviewed Victor Boot, one of the top advisors to Putin today. This was an amazing 2-hour interview. It's at X, it's at Band.video, it's at Infowars, but those can be shut down. Elon Musk can take me off. You've got to, I'm not saying he is, you've got to save all these reports. You've got to value the info that the enemy fears instead of having a debate about, oh, no.
Like, I don't fear anything that Alex Jones has to say or whatever. I think he's a complete scumbag who weaponizes the deaths of children to meet his own interests and ends. Like I said before, he did that with the Sandy Hook kids because he wanted to, or because he was afraid that, like, or he claimed that Obama was trying to take people's guns. And when that didn't happen, when nobody's guns were taken, he continued to talk about it. Like, Jesus, dude.
Nobody really wants to take Alex Jones down. He's never been censored. He's never been sued. They didn't on the courthouse say they want him shut down. God, this guy's a liar.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about here.
We're like back to 6 years ago when they were first deplatforming me. They would have AP articles. No one's censoring Alex Jones. Remember that? I mean, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. They're gaslighting you,
I don't remember anybody saying that.
people, and remember who did it. So here it all is. They're like, screw it. Don't even try to blame Jones. Just shut it down. Because they don't want us on air for whatever it is that is about to happen. So,
for whatever's going to happen. I guess he's saying that, like, nuclear war is about to happen or whatever.
20% chance we save Infowars. The judge is fair, appointed by Trump, but it's all these other characters around it.
The judge was appointed by Trump. Interesting.
Go to Infowars stores, support it. Anything you order, you're going to get your last chance to get a t-shirt, book, film, probably 80% chance. But my dad saw this years ago and said, it's rigged, you're going to be shut down. He, who's been involved in my company for many years, went and set up another warehouse in North Austin. Great products, incredible stuff, and that will help us with whatever we do because that's the future. And it won't be my company. Wherever I go, I got to work with somebody else. But the point is, go to drjonesnaturals.com.
Okay, thank you for that, Alex.
And support.
Wait, let's just look. Let's see what's there. Dr. Jones Naturals. Hold on. Oh, there's Ambrose Burnside. Those killer sideburns. What was it? It was Dr. Jones Naturals. Let's make sure there's an S. Yes, okay. Infowars Life Whole Food Multivitamin. Dietary supplement, 60 count. I mean, all of this is snake oil. It doesn't do anything for anybody. Supplements don't do anything for anybody. I guess he's just like, he's got oral care. Oh my God, no, dude, no. He's got colloidal silver. Colloidal silver for sale. That is peak snake oil, if I've ever seen it. That you don't get closer to snake oil without actually having snake oil. Just disgusting, dude. And by the way, you know what happens if you drink colloidal silver? I'll show you what happens. This guy right here, this is what happens. No joke. You turn blue. Don't adjust your TV. This is what he looks like. Or your monitor or phone or whatever. I heard of a woman who this happened to also. Her skin was going blue, but before it turns blue, it kind of turns gray. It starts out gray and then gets worse. And I understand she had to have the top few layers of her skin sanded off of her face to fix this. Serious surgery. Had bandages wrapped around her head for who knows how long. Not fun. Blue colloidal silver woman. Yeah, here you go. This is a woman right here. Argyria is what it's called, I guess. 60 years after silver built up in her body. Wow. Just crazy. And yeah, this is, she looks like, again, she had it sanded off, some of it. Just crazy, dude. Do not buy anything from this place. Not just because it would support Alex Jones. Like, that's completely, whatever. He's a piece of garbage, but you do you. Don't buy colloidal silver or any of the stuff Alex Jones has to sell. It's, in most cases, it's worthless. It doesn't do anything for anybody. And in the worst cases, it's outright damaging and dangerous. Jesus, man. Trump has a set of rules to deal with inflation. For more information, search Trump Rule 34 inflation. No, don't do that. Rule 34 is that if there isn't adult entertainment about a subject, then if it doesn't exist, then it will exist eventually on the internet. You don't want that.
Us because we don't have any funds other than that. Okay, that's how my dad and what he's doing under attack, they're suing him, is able to operate, and he says he'll be a sponsor in the future for where we go. So go to drjonesnationals.com. I don't know what that future is. I'm steadfastly trying to save this operation, but I'm at the Alamo, folks, and they're climbing over the parapets right now, and I'm politically looking at dead bodies all around me, and then these pussies that aren't.
Oh, please, man. How do I even censor that? I can't. Sorry, guys. Just pretend there was a duck quack in there.
Been in the arena 30 years are running around telling you it didn't happen, but they didn't do that organically, folks. They're operatives, and so it's not about me. I'm not mad they did that. I'm mad they're Benedict Arnolds.
They're operatives.
Mad they're Judas Iscariots. I'm mad that at this critical time they showed who they were. This is more critical intel. So all of you that said I was lying, you're aced.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking. Who said he was lying?
Sandy Hook, Democrat Party. They want Alex Jones shut down. Boom. Ace of spades, bitch. Boom.
He's pretending he got a W. Bro, you're being shut down. How is this a W? Are you celebrating that you're being shut down right now? Like, what is happening?
And I just can't believe the fog of war. It's like when the Germans, they invented it in World War I, but it would happen after that. When they were...
They invented the fog of war in World War I? What? The fog of war is the idea that you can't see everything on the battlefield. You don't have all of the information because it takes time to transmit information from place to place, person to person, or whatever. So I'm not sure what he's saying. They invented the fog of war in World War I. Like, what?
Attacking, they would have loudspeakers saying, no one's attacking you. This is not an assault. Because they knew a few percent would believe it and...
Dude, I can't believe I just did that.
Just stand there and get killed. It's like Saving Private Ryan's kind of an archetype where he's beating the German in the fight, and the German goes, I'm your friend. And when the guy gives up, the German kills him.
Yeah, I remember that movie. That was a pretty interesting movie.
Is literally, what are you the guy in Saving Private Ryan that literally when you're about to win, they goes, no, I'm your friend. And he rolls over on you and drives the goddamn bayonet into your heart. Jesus Christ. You don't think we're under attack? You think I'm fucking making this up?
Okay, I don't think you're making anything up about, like, having to pay out a ton of money because of your defamation. I just think that this guy is convinced that people are after him who aren't. Like the FBI and the CIA. Like anybody gives a shit about this dude.
What the fuck's wrong with you? They're coming after you with the Quattro. Financial collapse, new viruses, race war. It goes on and on and on, financial collapse. We're all in this together, folks. We're under attack. I recognize it, and they don't want you to see it's happening. And I want to tell people that took money, because I know you get money, to lie about us at this critical point. Shame on you. That's
Does he think I'm getting money to lie about him?
Disgusting. But we know who they are. So that's the reality. The judge has blocked this. We're on the air for another 11 days. That's what we've got. But they're so desperate.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
What's about to happen? I don't know. I'm not saying the judge will do something. If you think they're this desperate for whatever's about to happen, they do not want us on air right now. I'm going to ask you again. I don't know what of the Quattro it is. Maybe it's something else. Let's talk about it in the comments. I respect you, but we're bigger than AI together with all our brains together. But this is going down.
Where did AI come into the conversation?
With all our brains together. But this is going down. You're under assault. You're under attack. It's World War I. 100,000 Germans are literally crawling over your line with tanks and machine guns, going, "We are your friends. Everything's fine. We love you. No one's attacking." Bullshit.
Okay, no one is saying we love you. I don't like Alex Jones. I think he's awful. It's just that nobody is extrajudicially trying to take advantage of the guy. That's all. No one is extrajudicially trying to put locks on his doors or whatever. Like, Jesus, guy. This guy is a perpetual victim, just like his buddy Trump. Again, I don't think they're buddies, but still. Just like his doppelganger Trump, I guess.
Bullshit. Download everything at band.video. Share everything. Go to DrJonesNaturals.com. I love you. You are the resistance. Now, get right with God. God bless and good luck. Let's go ahead and go to Bikini.
Yeah, there you go. There's Alex Jones's whole thing. What's this? Does he has something at the end here? Hold on. Oh, it's his advertisement. All right, let's listen. Let's see what he has to say here, shall we?
Let's go ahead and go to Bikini Truther in Nevada. Thanks for calling.
Bikini Truther.
Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, I do want to say one thing about Dr. Jones Naturals, if I could. I know it's off topic, but it's super important to me.
Sure.
During COVID, I went there and I got the facial serum. It's called Super Silver Facial.
It's silver. Silver solution. Again, colloidal silver. She's claiming that the silver solution, it acts as a face wash now? Snake oil. Guys, this is a joke. I can't believe this dude has the twig and berries to do something like this, to say this, to sell something like this. So brazenly, like snake oil.
Serum, and I'm telling you that it's changed my life. My son started taking it, his acne went away, and it's really good for underneath the face cream.
No, it does literally nothing except turn you blue.
That I put on every day, and so I know that you need support, and that's one item that, so that we can stay out of World War III, to keep you on air.
Right, because Alex Jones, World War III all rests on Alex Jones's shoulders. Totally.
It's for people to go there and get stuff.
Absolutely. This is a patented nano silver, way beyond colloidal silver, that's in the creams, in the face spray, in the toothpaste, in the wound.
Toothpaste. Colloidal silver toothpaste. I wonder if you use enough of that, if it turns you blue too. Probably, right?
Gel and in the immune gargle, and it's amazing. And you're absolutely right. People that have acne have had incredible results with this, so I'm very thankful.
No, they haven't.
That you liked it, and I hope you'll continue to support DrJonesNaturals.com, because my dad's our big sponsor. The deep state's coming after him, and so it's a strategic place to support. Plus, they're great products. DrJonesNaturals.com. Anything else you want to add?
No, just I appreciate you, and God bless.
Thank you for your support. Now, please take action by going to DrJonesNaturals.com today and checking out the amazing.
Boy, he's really trying to cram this down people's throats, right? Well, since he's talking about this, we might as well watch one more clip. This is of Owen Schroyer, his host, his co-host or whatever. Well, he's not a co-host. He's just a host on Infowars Network. But let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I have the entire defamation trial clip from Owen Schroyer. Hour and a half long. I watched all of it. And I got some pretty good stuff from it here. Let me just look for one specific clip. Here we go. Okay. This is about Alex Jones's natural supplements or whatever.
Instahard? That's a pill you guys sell?
Oh my God.
I'm not too familiar with the product. It's a new one, but I guess it's a pill.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm sorry.
It is a product, though, that we sell, yes.
Fair enough. Diet Force, something you sell?
Yes.
Do you have any idea where that stuff's sourced from?
Infowars Life?
The pills.
You mean the
actual-
contents
the
inside
actual
the
pills.
ingredients?
Yeah. You don't?
No.
Do you know if any of the stuff is approved by the FDA by chance?
What he's asking is, does this do anything for anybody? And the answer is no. It's not approved by the FDA, but of course he doesn't care about that because he thinks the FDA is part of the deep state or whatever.
I don't.
Do you know if any of it's been tested to see if it's effective or any good
The answer is no.
at all?
Well, we test the products for ourselves.
You mean you take it?
Yes.
So you saying you do like double-blind studies with a control group and everything? No, he's saying that he takes this stuff and vouches for it after taking it. Yeah, totally trustworthy.
And you're still here, so it must be okay?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay. What a joke, dude. This is an absurd... How did he get here? I don't understand how Owen Schroyer knows so little about basic logic and science. How is he this in the dark about how the world works? This is absolutely nuts. Anyway, tell me what you think about it in the comments. I'm sorry, man. I'm so entertained by this. I don't want anyone to be sad. I don't want anyone to cry. I don't want anybody to suffer. But Alex Jones was responsible for one of the fathers checking out in 2019 because of Alex Jones and what he was doing. So my sympathy is beyond limited. Anyway, yeah, tell me what you think about it in the comments. All right, thanks for coming, guys. Don't forget, check out my Owen Unfiltered YouTube channel. That's this exact format that I'll be doing Wednesday and Thursday mornings, 10:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. I just sit there with an audience and just kind of go through crazy stuff like this. It's absolutely fascinating. And check out my Owen Fireside Chat channel. Links are on the description. I'm releasing a full video about this whole thing on there. So, yeah, give it a look. Anyway, thanks so much for coming, guys. I appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow, okay? All right, have a good one, everybody.